Hello, how you doing? I hope you are doing well. My name is Namo and you are watching Vocabulary Practice with Namo. So many of my viewers are asking me, sir, please tell me how to speak English. What is the way that we can start our journey towards English speaking? So today I am going to tell you what is the factor that is important to learn English speaking. So without wasting so much time, that go dive into the video. So four factors that is really very important in terms of English speaking, that is listening, writing, reading and speaking. So I am going to elaborate one on one so you can understand that why they really important in terms of English speaking. The first factor that is most vital and important factor in terms of English speaking is listening. You have to create a listening habit, but if you are a beginner it is not easy for you. You have to create a listening habit to learn little things. I mean, if you have any interest in sports like cricket, you can listen a cricket commentary. That is really helpful for you because if you like sports, you have an interest to listen commentary, so you can observe many things. You can observe the way they speak, the way they express, the way idiom, the thing, the idioms, the phrases they use. So you can observe very easily because you have an interest. If you are listening those things that you not interested for you, you can't listen. So always try to listen those things that is in your interest. Means any hobbies related listening, that is also helpful for learning English speaking. Or one more thing that is really important in terms of listening, that is podcast. If you can listen podcast, that is also a very important factor to learn English speaking. What is podcast? Podcast is a audible application that where you can listen so many actors and so many interviews, so you can listen your interested elements. In podcast you can listen, you can choose interviews that a person can ask, put a question, and the next person is going to answer those questions. So you can understand, you can observe the way they use slangs, the way they use idioms, so you can understand and observe and creating a habit of listening. I know that if you are a beginner, it is not easy for you to listen podcast in a long way. You have to listen podcast at least 10 minutes a day. But don't forget that you have to creating a habit with consistently. You don't need to skip your habits. You have to creating habits the way only you have to be consistent. That is the only way you can creating a listening habit. And listening habit is very important and it covers more than 40% of area in terms of English speaking. So always try to find the ways to creating a listening habit. That is really important factor. The second important factor is a reading is a very important and a vital factor in terms of English speaking. But if you are a beginner, it is not easy for you to creating a reading habit very easily. So you have to create a small things. Means if you are traveling somewhere, you can see so many hoardings around, so you have to just read those hoarding lines. Where whenever you go, just read the hoarding line which is in English language. Just remember that you have to read hoarding line which in is English language. So you have to read those lines. And if you have a English newspaper, you can read headlines. That is also helpful for you to creating a reading habits. Reading habits is also very important because it gains you knowledge, and I am damn sure about that. If you creating a reading habit, you be a more better person than before, because you can perceive so many things, and your perception is totally changed. Not like before, your perception is totally changed when you creating a reading habit, because it gains you so much knowledge from the thing you need to maintain. So always try to create a reading habit in terms of English speaking. The third important factor is a speaking. If you creating a reading habit, if you are creating a listening habit, but you are not express yourself verbally, means you are not speak about, then how can you learn to be a fluent English? How can you speak fluently without speaking? So you just need to speak whatever you observe, whatever you are speaking. So always remember that you have to speak out. If you have no one, it have no problem. You just need to stand in a mirror. You can speak from yourself. I know in initial stage it's not easy for you, because you can speak a wrong sentence. It's okay. No one is perfect in the world. Everybody came here to learn something, then deliver. So you have to do the same thing. You have to stand in front of mirror and speak out at least 10 to 15 minutes a day. But you have to make it regularly. You have to do it regularly without any skip. So you have to create a habit. You have to create a habit to speaking. So you have to speak every day. When you are trying to do this thing day by day, I am damn sure that you can improve yourself very easily, and you feel the change inside you. Now, just there, the last factor is writing. Whatever you speak, whatever you listen, whatever you read, you have to write in a paper or a notebook. Because if you writing something in a paper, that thing you never be forget, that thing you always be remember, and that also improve your speaking skills. So always write a notebook. Whatever you observe, whatever you speak, just write in a paper. If it is not easy for you, no problem, no matter whatsoever, you have to write your daily routine. You at least you when you wake up, when you when you written something, when you write something, when you are reading, you just write. That is also help you to improve your speaking skills, because when you are writing something, you feel that you can understand how to make a sentence, how to make a sentence grammatically correct. So that is also helped you to improve your speaking skill. These are four factors that is really vital in terms of English speaking. If you can understand that, so you have to follow these steps. Always remember that you have to be consistent. You don't need to skip your daily routine. You don't need to skip anything if you want to improve your speaking skill. These are four important when very vital factor in terms of English speaking. If you like this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and comment me. If you don't like, if you have any suggestion, please give me comment. I am always ready to create those things that you it helps you every time. So don't forget to comment, and I am waiting for your comment and feedback, what you like, what you dislike. So that's all for today's class. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Till then, bye bye. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.